In this demonstration video, we're going to be creating some filters and also looking at how others are using filters. Now, filters are a powerful way to get the data that you want. So the way you get a filter is as an administrator, you go into your Zap reports and you select the report that you want to filter. So for example, let's say we want to send an email or do a prize drawing for only students or only faculty and staff at this school. So what we need to do is we need to create a new filter. Now you can see here there's it'll save a filter, so once you create a filter you can reuse it and you can also edit it. And so right now there's students with 10 zaps, I believe, or 10 points, and there's just a filter that filters out all students. So let's just quick run that, and as you can see, that's so now we only see students in the filter. But let's create a new one. So we'll get our data set back to all here, the date, and there's no filtering applied. And to add a filter, you just click on the green button, and let's give it a descriptive name. So let's call it faculty. Let's do a filter that can filter out only faculty and staff that have 5 miles. Faculty and staff 5 miles. Okay, so that's something that we can see how that what it looks like. And so the first thing we're going to have to do is filter for faculty and staff. And then on top of that, we're going to add another filter to this filter that would filter out for anybody that has equal or more than 5 miles. So the first thing we have to do is we have to go to participant type. That's going to be what the faculty and staff and students are in. And in this particular case, we only have 3 types of participant: faculty, staff, and students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter out the students. So what we're going to do is we're going to go not equal to student. Okay, let's see if that worked. Now add that filter to it. Okay, and then let's see if that worked. So now we should only have parents and faculty and staff here, and that seemed to have worked. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is we want to add another filter to that. We could have done it at one point, but I want to make sure that it was actually only filtering out parents and staff. So to edit the filter, you make sure you're in the filter that you want to edit, the faculty and staff 5 miles. Now we have to add the 5 miles filter. So we go to edit filter, and so there is the participant type is not equal to student. Now on top of here is what we want to add to this filter. So we want to go miles biked, and if we say equal, then it's going to only give us faculty and staff that have 5 miles. We want equal to, greater than, or equal to 5. And then to add that filter, we put the plus sign, and now we have that any faculty and staff that have biked more than 5 miles or equal to 5 miles, and they're not a student. And that should be our complete filter. And there we are, parent, faculty, staff, and let's see, miles biked. Yep, we're looking good. I don't see anybody there that has any less than 5 miles. So that is how we do a filter for adding new filters. And then also just keep in mind that when you do a filter, the report that you choose from, it's got to include have the fields that you want to filter on. So let's say if we want to filter on let's say maybe like let's see, something that's not on this field here, that like a parent permission slip or something that's not used here, or the building. If it's not on this actual report, we won't be able to filter on it. Now we're going to go to some other institutions and see how they are using filters. Now this is a Zap Twin Cities program in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and let's take a look at how they do their rewards and how they use filters to get the right people rewarded. So they have a reward ZTC, which stands for Zap Twin Cities report, and this has their name and how many zaps they have and if they've had rewarded. So what they want to do here is they want to reward anybody that has a new automatic prize coming. So in this case, after 10 zaps, they get an automatic prize, and so what happens is that they want to make sure that they filter out anybody that hasn't already got a prize, and the automatic prize is called automatic. So what they've done here is the reward cannot contain the word automatic, and then so that filters out anybody that's already won the automatic prize that has already been awarded that, and then anybody here who has 10 or more zaps will get that prize. So they have two filters here on top of each other. That's how they call out anybody who has already won the automatic prize, and so they get a fresh pool. Then we're going to go to the University of Minnesota, and I'll show you how they do theirs. And here's the University of Minnesota, and I'm going to show how they do they've got a report where what they do is every month they reward new users. They reward 200 people new gift cards, and what they want to do is they want to call out anybody who has actually been has received the reward that year, and so that they're using a new fresh batch of people that they're giving rewards to. So in this case, they have the report called Rewards by Commuter, and then what they have is Disclude Previous Winner filter, and we can take a look at what that looks like. So they go on the last rewarded. That's that field right down here, last rewarded. They filter on that is less than or equal to null. So that means that if they have something that is if there's a reward already in the system under that user between the dates that they have specified in here, then they will not be in the prize pool into the prize pool, so they can't win a reward until they take that filter off. So that way they ensure that they're getting a fresh batch of potential prize winners every time they run the monthly prizes. And that is how you run filters. Now, just so you let's go back to here to go back to the actual filter page here to I want to show that it can be fairly complicated. There's quite a few options to add here. So you've got equal to or is null, greater than or equal to. My guess is you'll probably be mostly using something like the equal, greater than or equal to, or not equal. These are what we can do. There's quite a few other options in here, but you probably won't need them, or you can play with them. That's mostly for how we design these. But if you want to, there are some powerful filters that we can apply to your specific data. If you need some help with something that that is a little more complicated and you can't figure it out yourself, certainly give us a call and we can help you.